Good evening, all who are here to watch this rather magnificent meal I shall cook tonight. Maybe I'll eat some tonight, but in actual fact, it's not really my idea. You see, what happens quite a lot is my wife, who's in the room there, she likes cauliflower cheese, but I don't want to just do cauliflower cheese. I've done it on this channel before, I'm sure I've made a video of it. I didn't make a video. You could watch it if you like. So I'd rather do one that is essentially a cauliflower cheese, but with a slight difference, and certainly a slight difference from the cauliflower cheese that you get in any of these chain pub restaurant places. I have experienced them. They don't taste like cheese. They just taste like flour and milk. They are not good. What is wrong with making cauliflower cheese with lots of cheese? I'll tell you. There's only one thing, and that is cost. Yes, what's it called, the place? I don't know. There's a place just up the road. Sandbrook, that's it. The Sandbrook Park. Actually, it might be called something else. And roast potatoes, okay. Meat, good. Yorkshire puddings, good. Cauliflower cheese, rubbish. Awful. Awful. I hate to say it, but it's true. And, you know, if you like cheese and you like cauliflower, then you don't want, actually, it to taste like something that's neither. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a proper one, starting off with a bit of olive oil and a big knob of butter. Proper butter, of course. None of that half plastic stuff that spreads easily from the fridge. We don't want that, no thank you very much. What we do want though is this slightly warmed up. I'm going to put it on the small one there. There we go, I got this just right actually. There are like 4 hobs. There's a big one, there's 2 medium sized at the back which you can't see, so it's in the wrong place, and then there's a small one. Small one is perfect for this because it's all about just taking your time, doing it gently. Having a lovely wooden spoon to keep your work going. So here we have the once a non-stick pan, now not really a proper non-stick pan, with some butter gently melting away. And I shall just go through the ingredients as and when we get there. But first of all, I've done this. I've already diced the onions whilst waiting. So there's just one less job that I need to do. So I don't have to ignore my audience, of whom I shall address now. And there we go. First one here is Dick Dastardly. How wonderful it is to have you here. Absolutely brilliant. And Tyler Kennedy, who says, ooh, yeah. Probably just like that, actually. And Steve Perry, once known for his Bishop's Finger reference. Evening mustard, bacon got my wife's attention. We love bacon. There's no better smell than bacon cooking, is there? No, we're not. No. Although it won't smell quite like that because I'm not frying bacon. The bacon is going to be going on top and in somewhere. I may have mentioned at some point that I feel rather disappointed by the amount of Instagram chefs that insist on putting cheese and bacon on things, but if it's based on cheese, you can't really go wrong. And anyway, the kind of cheese that they're doing is like a kind of American liquid cheese that is kind of about 90% flour in the first place. True that, yeah. Salutations, Chef Mustardo Ruoke. Oh, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Could be worse. Thank you for asking. Neil Gibbons, also known as the Gibbonator, is here. Hello, Mustard. Are we making an anti-vegan sandwich? No, I'm not anti-vegan. I just don't choose to be one. And each to their own. Each to their own indeed. Could never work for me. Could never, ever work for me. It is difficult because I do really very much love animals as well. So yeah, I may be a complete contradiction to my own feelings when it comes to animals and food. But what can I do? Well, I could just become a vegan, but I just don't want to become a vegan or even a vegetarian. Tried that. Tried vegetarianism when I was about 30, and I wasn't really eating a great deal when I was about 30 years old anyway, so it really didn't help. I was skinny. I was a skinny man. Now you might think, well, actually, being what is clearly a little bit overweight, it can't be good for you. But it's not because of meat or dairy products. It's because of all the other stuff. It's all the other bread and stuff like that. Flour. Not particularly good for you. I don't think I've got quite enough butter in there. This is going to be the best live stream ever. I've already made my mind up about that. I don't know how, but I'm just determined it will be. Can't go wrong with live streams on a channel like this. Dabs. Keep my dabs free of butter. Also known, oh I know, we've done that one, haven't we? Tyler Kennedy. Gosh, I've read it out correctly once. What's wrong with me? You like a big knob, don't you? Well, yes, I do. A big knob of butter. Dick Dastardly. Somebody ought to package butter in the shape of a knob. I think that could be a winner. Well, yeah. The thing is, though, that butter, just like cheese, it's packaged like that. And that's practical, isn't it? You can stack these up without spaces in between. If everything was in the shape of a knob, you imagine how much space would be wasted. And it doesn't matter how big your knob is, you're just going to have space where what the knob's made of could be taking up. So, sounds like a good idea, but it's not, I'm afraid. Good morning, all. All evening if you're in England. Well, thank you, Barry. Barry is also is the guy from SETI Alpha 5. I've just read that out for him, so you know. And Neil and Pingu and everyone. Rover Joe is here. Try not to mention mogging tonight. Fortnite Among Us say... Fortnite Among Us Sussy. Fortnite Among Us Sussy. What is that? I have no idea. Hit that guy. What guy? Hang on, have we already had a... We haven't already had a spam of that missed, have we? No, doubt it. Hi that guy. Dino Daddy's here. Hello, Ainsley Harriet. All right. Looks like you need some sun. I've had plenty of sun. You know, I spend all day outdoors, and this week has been particularly good. As you'll see, I have 2 videos to edit for the Project Nigel channel, and in both of them I am clearly enjoying the spring. It is fabulous. I could not be happier about it. I could only be happier about it if more positive things happen to be happening. But I will say that on one video, I know we're off a bit on a tangent here, one of these videos something very positive happens, and on the other one it doesn't so much. So that will do. Who's this? Husk is Angel's BF. Yo. Just call me Husk. I will do. Hello, Husk. Pingu, no pigs were harmed in the making of this meal. They were already dead. That is true. That's true. As somebody pointed out the other day, of course, supply and demand, which, of course, if the shops were full of bacon that people didn't buy, they'd stop selling it. And if they stopped selling it, they'd stop breeding pigs for such a purpose. I have to be quite quiet because one of my little girls is really, really keen on piggies and she doesn't want to eat bacon anymore. James Sumner. All right. Hello, James. Nice to have you back. Hi, mate. You okay? I am fine. Ryan Green says, I'm a vegetarian. What you cooking? It is cauliflower cheese with bacon and a couple of other little bits to make it really super duper tasty. Oh yes, I shall be making this the cauliflower cheese to make you never want cauliflower cheese ever again, provided somebody else has made it. And Robert Joe, oh, right, okay. Barry Scrotter is here. Hello, fantastic cooking man, thank you. Do you like curry? Yes, I do. I good curry all the time. Neil James, who doesn't like a good curry? Somebody who doesn't like a good curry is the answer, Neil. And there are people that don't really like curry. They're just a bit strange. I've been doing some cleaning underneath the 25 today. Car show prep, nice one. My knob would fit a whole. I reckon you're trying to show off, but it's not going to work. Neil, are you gay? Go on, answer that. I'm sure you can manage. Don't talk about cars. Prep, I'm massively behind and catching up slowly. I'm not gay, but my boyfriend is. Excellent answer, Neil. Well done, mate. Oh, it's this March, right? Oh, there's somebody else new as well. The wall socket. Mustard is good, way better than ketchup. And if there was another kind of cooking mess around with cars presenter called ketchup, I'd like to meet them and we could have a competition. Yeah? Probably not though. Do you have WhatsApp? Asks James Sumner. And I do, but you know, I don't need to tell you. You can come here. You don't need to message me as well, do you? How's Rodney doing today? The shorts will be back. They will be, yes, Barry. Yeah, as soon as the shorts are on, they're on until October. I've not been anywhere near Rodney today. I've been doing stuff with. I've been enjoying Charlotte Church today, very much so. Oh yes, what man can say that? Not many, but I can, and I've had a great day. Yes, indeed. G3 machine polished today. Oh, good, excellent. The wall socket. Do you know mustard seed is a great source of selenium? I didn't know actually. Many selenium supplements are extracted from mustard seed, and that's the kind of information I like to read. Very much, yeah. That is. It's interesting. It's interesting and it's helpful as well. So thank you. Andrew Buttigieg is here. Oh, hang on. Yes, I do. Right. Now then, how are my fellow persons in this typing of the typing type? Oh, right. No signal. Can you sing happy birthday to me? I can, but I'm not going to sing anything today, but I will wish you happy birthday, no signal. What about corned beef? Corned beef, outrageous. No, thank you. No. Just go Star, hello Star. And Robert Joe, did you see the wheel arch? I'm proper chuffed and how well it's come out. Need to get some painted, looking nice. I haven't seen it, Joe, I'm afraid. I've been too busy at work today and too busy with something else. And I'm going to have a really late one tonight. A proper late one. So I need to catch up with the comments a little bit before I can do anything else. To be fair, some people don't like good food. Right? I'm going to have to skip some of your comments, I'm afraid. So Maya 1239. I'm looking for a man to spend his money on me and can cook and clean. Well, you're asking a bit much, really, aren't you? Right, so let me say, I might be interested. I can cook, but I haven't got the money to spend and I don't really want to clean up afterwards. You can do that. Yeah, be reasonable. Let's say, right, you want a man who can cook. Yeah, great. There are many men who can cook. But asking them to clean up afterwards, no. No, you're going to have to lower your standards somewhat. Cheers for reminding me to refurb the rear alloys. As they were, are they? Right. I can tell you're very Very proper. That's also what I like about you. Very proper. It's interesting. Mighty Cat Mods is here. Good evening, Captain. Looking forward to some cheesy action this evening. That is brilliant. Thank you. Cars with JC is here. Neil, your boyfriend has just arrived. How are your fish? They are fine. They're all happy in there. Yeah, okay. Let's keep it clean, boys. Come on, keep it clean. Cloves in cheese sauce. Do you know that's a good idea, but I haven't actually got any. Cars with JC, hello. Yes, hello to you too as well. Right, I've caught up with the comments, and that's brilliant because I can come back and just read comments afterwards when I'm not doing the cooking bit. And the onions have been gently getting cooked for just a little while now. And it's time to slap in a bit of garlic. Wow, 16 minutes already. That's amazing. I'm going to have to just let you talk amongst yourselves, and anything that you want me to say, I'll come back to in a bit, but that'd be rude to just... Come on, get up on you, garlic. Garlic. Garlic's brilliant. Who likes garlic? Who likes a lot of garlic? Who thinks too much garlic isn't enough? Well, I think too much garlic is too much, but you'd struggle to have too much garlic. You need an awful lot of garlic before you find yourself thinking, I put too much garlic in that. Who's with me on that one? I'm sure some of you are. Mind you, then again, with an audience of this size, 30 viewers at the moment, there's bound to be somebody who doesn't even like garlic and doesn't understand it. Are there any vampires amongst us tonight? Go on, dare to answer that one. One of you is bound to admit to being a vampire. And I won't make fun of it, I won't judge that. And I won't really believe you, but, you know, go ahead and say it. How do you video in here? You asked me that the other day, James. You don't video in here. Oh, are you asking how do you make a YouTube video? Well, because if you were asking that, you need to have a YouTube channel and you just need to make a video and just post it. That's the only thing I can think of that you might be asking, because other than that, you can't make a video over the top of somebody else's video. And even if you could do, that'd be awfully rude, wouldn't it? You won't get many followers by doing that. You're best off just doing your own thing and seeing whether people like it. And if they don't, they don't. You don't have to worry about it. You can do something else that they might like. Or just make your own stuff for your own purpose, and that should be enough. As long as you like it, why do you need anybody else to like it? That's the thing. Yes. A bit like cooking, really. If I'm going to cook this and there's only me eating it, it doesn't really matter whether it's any good or not, as long as I think it is. But it's not just me that will think that. Because it will be rather special indeed. Right, so keep up. Take notes if you like. You want to find out how to make this ultimate cauliflower cheesery thing. That's garlic and pepper so far. Next, of course, that's another thing. You can't go far without having a whole load of black pepper in there. So we need to do that. Oh, hang on. I have to use white pepper for doing the roast to start with. But I'm not going to do this time. No, just going to do that. The other thing I'm going to do that might be a bit different to normal would be to have a thinner sauce, but with eggs. So, you know what I said before about cauliflower cheese in chain restaurants? That's disgusting. Not about disgusting, but just tasteless. Just tastes like flour. Well, That's because of this stuff. Flour. Flour, you put flour in to thicken it up, you make a sauce, and then you add milk to that because then you make a sauce that you can add milk to, and you keep stirring it, and it thickens up again. Well, how about instead of that, I make a thinner sauce, but bung a couple of eggs in, so it cooks more like a quiche. Yeah, and that should be nicer, or at least a more lovely way of having a sauce. Or another way would be to simply use potatoes. Yeah, boiled potatoes, you could boil them in the pan whilst you're doing it for long enough, and then you mash them up, and that will obviously take on an awful lot of the liquid. So you thicken up that way. But I won't be doing that today. I would actually just like to leave that to cook a bit longer, in fact, before adding anything else to it. So that's great, because that means even after 20 minutes, 21 minutes, I can still chat. Black Lines is here. Hello, Black Lines. No such... Oh, Barry Squatter said... oh, you love garlic as well. At least there won't be any vampires around, exactly. Oh, James Bowen is here as well. Good evening, James Bowen. Guess that again, right. Yes, this time tomorrow night, Dennis Waterman should be 100% better. It should look 100% better. Dennis Waterman, are you sure? Is there another Dennis Waterman that's still alive? Oh, hang on. That's what you called your car, isn't it? Oh, I forgot. I don't know why I forgot, because it was me that suggested that name to you as well, wasn't it? Well, I'm a silly man sometimes. On such a thing as too much garlic. With a portable telephone device. Cauliflower cheese does sound right about now. What are you cooking? Cauliflower cheese. Good evening, mustard, says Black Lines. Good evening, chat. Evening, Black Lines. Hello, Black Lines. That's what you're cooking. I love cauliflower cheese, and you'd like mine. If you like cheese and you like things nice, then you like mine for sure. Steve Perry, you can't get enough pepper. You can't have enough pepper. You can't. It does seem that way, doesn't it? It's just so good. Love the white and ground pepper on everything, especially gravy dinners, and even more, even curry, no matter how hot they are. Yeah. Lambo Salmon Doors. Hi, hello. Who taught you how to cook? Asks Chris Bowen. I just kind of learned it. I just kind of learned how to do it. That's really wanting to eat food. The necessity to eat food can drive a man or a lady into learning how to do something without the help of others, and that's what's happened. Who's this? Right, Hasib Raj. Say Teng Teng. Say Teng Teng. I did do that. I don't know why. I should have just said no, but I just did it. You know, I'm just a happy to go along with things kind of mood this evening. And 3 spoonfuls. After all, we're not going to run out of space because I'm putting it all into a very big glass dish. Right, so there we go. There is the onions and garlic, and now flour. I'm going to carry on with these comments before I start putting some milky in. Rockstar Goins, I hope you have a good night. Thank you. Mouldy onion rings. That's a good one. I like that one. Hey, it's oil up. Yeah. Teddy wants cheese. Brilliant. Teddy wants cheese. That's another great name. Teddy. I tell you what. Teddy wants cheese. You can have a 9 out of 10 for that name. And Mouldy Onion Rings. That one is also very good. I give that an 8 out of 10. Alistair the Radio Demon. Another brilliant name. I love that one. That's another 8 out of 10. Rockstar Goins. Hope you have a good night again. Oil Up. Hello there. Hi, says Rock Harder. Mouldy Onions. Dazman. Can I see your kitchen? You can see the kitchen from this angle at the moment. There's no need to be able to see the rest of it because it won't be there. Greetings from Russia, says whoever it was that read that there. And General Kenobi. David Bolton is here as well. Hello. Jen Well, thank you for saying hello. Teddy wants cheese. May I see your kitchen? Costa Nevis says hello. If you eat food, you should know how to cook. And that's a good point. But many people just eat it and don't really learn how it's made, don't they? Dasman, stop asking the same question over and over. That will just guarantee it won't happen. Okay. Neymar underrated. Which one is the best pizzas, burgers, or hot dogs? Depends on what you mean best. If you prefer hot dogs, hot dogs. If you prefer pizzas, pizza. You get the idea, don't you? I need to go to the third one. I need to try and do a live at some point. They look quite fun. You'd hate it, Joe. Andrew Prath. What makes you smile today? Everything makes me smile. Reading out comments makes me smile. Luke Starling. It's a kitchen musketeer. How are you? What are you having? Why? What are you having with your cauliflower cheese? I'm not even going to eat it. I'm just going to cook it tonight. Ghost 770. XX ZZ. I don't know why. I got a name, says Dasman. I got a name. Cauliflower cheese, the roach, smeg up on lip. Or smeg on lip. Queef on teeth. Says Luke. Cooper Cabra. Hello. Starry. Boring. Yeah, well, it might be boring, but you don't have to stay. Do you have Skippy Riz, whatever that is? Smegma Pasta. These are rather curious comments. Fiona Dunbar is here and says hello. Looks like school's out some parts of the world. It could be that, I suppose. Rodrigo TikTok. Well, my favourite colour is green, Stella. Isn't that an exciting question? Hello, mate, says Lego up. I hate a lot of things. That's very true. Mustard in the kitchen. Do you like my name? Somebody has decided that they want my name. Nothing I can do about it, is there? I like your name. Give it back. Or at least put a capital K. Because it's a title, isn't it? If it was a sentence, you'd have the first letter as a capital and the rest as lowercase. But it's a title. So therefore, all of them should be in capital letters or the beginning of each one. My wife is Cornish. She's very passionate, proud of pasties. Have you ever made pasties? My mum once made a pasty Devon pasty peas and carrots, and my wife wasn't impressed at all. Girl dad cooking up deliciousness. New here, Dope Channel. What you cooking? All right, okay. I don't say my name if it's confusing. It is a bit Hang on. Yeah, right. Dakuleg. This is what the one from the other day. I suggest if you wanted to say the cool egg, just say the cool egg, because then that's clear. You look like Henry Cole The motorbike guy, Wonderful Horseshoe, says, I've had that said before actually. I've never tried Jamaican food. That picture in the background looks like Bullius Labius. It's just a generic picture. It's just a picture. It's just there. I don't really like it. Brilliant. Right. Okay. I'll sub if you say the word, says mustard in the kitchen. Yes, go ahead. Go and subscribe. Dwayne Wilson, have you ever tried Ligma? Don't know what that is. You're so different, says Ali B. I'm with a love heart. I mean, I can't complain about that. Cornish pasties are elite. Milk. This is the interesting part happening now, where again I'm kind of stuck with actually doing stirring rather than talking. So let's try this here. Now, obviously, if you're new to the live stream and you want me to read your name out and stuff and ask questions, that's great. But if you can see that I'm doing something or I'm behind with the comments, just be patient. Just be patient. How will I get round to one? I'll read all the comments out eventually. Unless, of course, it just goes so mad that they're impossible to get round to. That does happen. Yeah, and it can. So just be patient. Or realise that maybe it's not that important. And there are other more important things to do. And if you happen to be the kind of person that can come up with a comment, this is really, really good and well worthwhile reading out, I still will find it. Yes. Kind of comments that don't really make a great deal of sense to me to ask are, what's your favourite colour? What is your age? Can I see your kitchen? And the other one about Palestine. Yeah, there's no point in asking those because I kind of just, there's just not time to answer them all, especially when it's the same question over and over. I hope you're having a good time there. Some of you will be. Some of you will be coming in and going, what's this fella up to? Who's he even keep talking to? Why has he got a camera on him whilst he's making some food? I bet that food's disgusting. I wouldn't eat it. No way. No, not when I can order a pizza. Oh, that was what happened. That's what happened last week, wasn't it? Somebody suggested that what I was making was disgusting and I should just order a pizza. Well, there are plenty of people that would order those pizzas, but I'm not one of them. Not that I have anything against a bit of fast food. Oh no, I did actually have a curry from a what do you call it? A takeaway today. Or a sit down takeaway. Place called Istanbul. Very, very good food. Very good. Very cheap. Very good. Highly recommended. Not much use unless you live in this town. Oh, that's the other question that's often a bit, can be a bit pointless because you can see me and you can hear me talking. I'd be very surprised by anybody that hasn't figured out that I am British. And so therefore, you know where I am. Wouldn't you? Yeah, I'd expect you would anyway. But that's just me. The tea's cold. What a shame. Can't be bothered to make another one at the moment either. Let's have some more milk in there. And some more. There we go. Why not go mad? Go mad with the milk. Over in this corner we have some cauliflower, which currently is just half a cauliflower, not chopped up. I'm about to rectify that because if I was just to leave that as it is, it's going to not work. Some of it will cook too much, and more than that, most of the cheesy bits won't cover it. So I'm just going to gently chop it up like this. I'll try and keep as much of the centre part in as well, because actually the bit in the middle tastes just as good. It's just It doesn't look all fluffy like clouds. Even a bit of green stuff as well. All perfectly edible, and it's a shame to just chuck it away. Now, I would normally do this on the chopping board, but cauliflower is rather messy. That's the only trouble with it. So that bit I'll do. Now that's the centre part. Perfectly good. Just tastes like cabbage. But as you get really into the middle part, then it starts to go a bit woody. And woody cheese is not something that anybody wants to eat, so I won't make it. Now the sauce here, which currently is just flour and water and garlic and onions, does need a bit of constant stirring, because if you leave it alone, it'll just stick to the bottom, and that won't be particularly nice. High kettle. Let's see who else has been. I mean, I had a massive amount of comments to read through, didn't I? And then all of those people are gone, because they do. And I'll be expecting another wave of people. I'm getting to be able to predict what happens with these live streams now. Date night sorted then. Let's see if I can. Oh, right, I see. Name are underrated. Right, I think that's where I got to. I will sub if you say, tickle my gherkin with mustard on my ring. Peace. There we go. Name are underrated. He too innocent. Had to, says, right. Date night sorted. Oh yeah, you and Neil, nice evening together, sure. Worst thing you can ever say to a Cornish person is that Devon invented pasties. I will always tease her about it. Did the Cornish actually invent the pasty though? Did they invent the pasty? I know they made the Cornish pasty, but were pasties already there? Yeah. Where was the first pasty ever made? Was it even in this country? It probably was, wasn't it? I mean, it's a very British thing, a pasty, isn't it? Do you like white pudding? Asks Wonderful Horseshoe. White pudding? No, I don't think I do. No, if it's anything like black pudding, I certainly don't. Ligma joke. Old. Yeah, well, old jokes always come back around again. Tyler Kennedy asks, are you getting pissed? Well, what do you reckon? Does it look like it? You'd be surprised how much I would like to do, but I'm not going to do, because for one thing, I'm doing this, and the other is I have lots of video editing to do afterwards, and that would be best off done sober. So fortunately, if anybody is going to be in Boaty's live stream tonight, I'm really not going to be there. I'm not going to be there because I'll already be looking at his face in my video. Your opinion equals irrelevant to okay, I'm not sure what that's about. Dwayne Wilson. Free Boaty from his Kathmandu kidnappers. I'm pretty sure irrelevant, mate. Keeping your chin up one day and grow up, says Neil to not sure who. Don't argue with each other, please. It's all a bit pointless. Unless you really want to and you both enjoy it, then just crack on, carry on, why not? Try Caribbean Vibes in Haywood. All right, okay. I guess that's recommended by you then, isn't it? Caribbean Vibes in Haywood. Yeah, do you know, it's going to be one of those things where I suppose I wouldn't really know where to start. It's not the kind of food I've had before. Boaty's life matters. Dwayne Wilson says, "Young Mustard, I wasn't talking to you. My bad, should have mentioned who I was talking to." Okay, all right. The Cool Egg is going and says, "Bye. Every Boaty Strine. Have you tried my high kettle tea making tips?" I haven't. I haven't. "Do you like black pudding?" asks Wonderful Horseshoe. No. Well, do you know what? I don't entirely know because I've never tried it. I'm afraid I thought of the idea just sounds a bit repulsive to me. What, bag of blood? No, I don't really fancy that at all. Doesn't seem to be my kind of thing. Right, so this is rather runny sauce at the moment. I'm just waiting for it to thicken up a little bit. And then once that's happened, I may even be into adding a little bit more milk, but not before. Oh gosh, I'll tell you what, I'm getting pains in my leg, sciatica. Do you think the Cornish? What? Sorry. Do you think the Cornish tea was that great? See, oh right, sorry, Joe. No, it's nice. It's nice. I just didn't think it tasted that different to the other tea. That's all. But I think actually, when you have a cup of tea outside, I'm used to drinking tea outside. It always tastes better than what it does when you get home anyway. Pasties originate in Cornwall, 1800s. Okay, that's another bit of information that's very welcome. Weren't pasties created for the miners to keep their lunch fresh? Yes, I've heard that one before, actually. Cornish miners. I won't be on there either. I'll be working, says Barry, as in the guy from SETI Alpha 5. Barry Scrotter. One too many and you might. Might what? And one too many what? And who are you talking to, Barry Scrotter? Me or somebody else? Or are you talking to Joe and Neil? Games tune. What are we cooking today, Mr. Mustard? Cauliflower cheese. Cauliflower cheese. That's the only trouble with the live stream. The people click on it, they don't really know what to expect. They don't know what it is. You don't see the thumbnail. You just see some hairy bloke stirring away. And in actual fact, if you've just joined, you wouldn't even know what I'm doing with this arm because the thing's there, isn't it? So that won't help either. Ghostly Grim. Can you draw a small heart? I can, but I don't know where to do it. Try curry goat rice and pass an oxtail. How did I come back? Turn FFS. Turn. When you make a cup of tea in a bit, try. Right. Try a nice high kettle pouring on the bag. Stir, not squeeze. I see. Right. I see. All right. Yeah, I'll give that a go. Why not? Rambling lol. Work is quiet tonight. Oh, goody, I've caught up. Egging steak lost. Egg? Or is it egging streak lost? Can you help? Do you know? Well, that's Ian Dollarhide. I really do not know what you mean by that at all. What you need is a cup of tea with Cornish cream. Ah, no, that is a good idea. Yeah. Good idea indeed. Good idea indeed. I also have long hair. Does it look good on guys? Does it look good on guys, or is it shorter better? It's really, I don't have long hair because it looks good. I have it because it keeps growing out of my head. And you don't know. As much as I try, I could ask it not to do, but it carries on growing. As long as it's not being cut, it will just carry on. Well, even if you do cut it, it carries on growing, doesn't it? It's kind of out of your control. It's a good sign that you're alive if you've got hair sprouting out your bonds. So I'm just going to leave it. I'd like another cup of tea now, actually, but I feel rude stopping. Now to go and make a cup of tea when I could just be chatting to you about making a cup of tea. What would you prefer? Me to talk about making a cup of tea, or for me to actually make a cup of tea and tell you what I'm doing? What a tough decision. I'm expecting a whole lot of people have turned up again. This is bonkers. This military fish, says Andrew Buttigieg. What fish do you keep in your tank? Asks Games Tuna. Well, I can answer that one. Those fish. There they are. They're the fish I keep in my tank. A pot of tea is always better. You know, that's true, actually. Oh, gosh, yeah. Now, there's a car that I had, which was a Rover 620, and I delivered it to a chap up in Newcastle or Sunderland. And he made a pot of tea whilst I was there. And I thought, gosh, this is so much better. Tea in a pot. So much tastier than just tea in a cup. I buzzed my hair off once the forehead became a five head. It was... No, you do your thing. You can talk to people, but you fish. Queen of Pretty Slay. Fish. Do you like cider? Asks James. Not particularly. It's all right. It's not as nice as beer, is it? That's the thing. Beer is much more interesting. Beer is a much more complex and subtle drink. Cider's just sweet and sort of... That's what I would do. A cider? Oh yeah, would you like a cider? Yes, okay, I'll have a cider. Would you like to get pissed, sir? Well, maybe I would. Well, have some cider then. Well, thank you very much. And what you do is you have some and you go... But it does work, so... If I had some cider, I probably would drink it, but I haven't. So, I won't do. I won't indeed. Diane Hook is here. Hello. Bok, or is that B-O-K? What is... I don't know why I don't even want that painting there. So I don't know. What is the tattoo off? Or of? It's just a pattern, James. It's just a pattern design. The tattoo artist that I happen to know made whilst he was practicing tattoos so he could become a tattoo artist. And as one of his friends, he did it for free because I was basically a practice skin. I never drank alcohol or smoked anything before I'm 19. I don't really have much like that either at that age either. I'm getting quite used to these vertical lives. Oh, thank you. Well, good. I don't mind them. I don't mind them, actually. I think they, depending, obviously, if you're watching it on a mobile phone, it does make more sense anyway, doesn't it? Don't tell Boaty that. CDW. What is... you're asking me a question. What is 102,936 times 2? Well, that's quite easy to add up, actually. I mean, if I wasn't doing a live stream at the moment, I could just tell you in about 10 seconds, and even less if I had a piece of paper in front of me. Pasties were first made in Plymouth, Devon, as early as 1509. Then the recipe mix was passed down. Can I tell you a joke? Asks James. Yeah, I don't see why not. Back bacon or streaky? Or back? I like streaky bacon, but this is going to be back bacon. Daniel Daly. Daniel Daly? Hi, how are you? I'm okay. What's that? Navist. Hey, do you like quavers? Asks Diane. No, I wouldn't say I dislike them, but I'd never buy them. It's not the kind of thing I would ever go out of my way to eat. It's not food, is it? That's the thing. Crisps are okay if you have them with food, but as a replacement for food, I don't really see how they work. Thank you, Barry. How are you getting on with the Nigel ready for POL? I've not really done anything with it. Swifty Girly. Name a car for an edit. Somebody needs to explain this to me, what that's all about, actually. This thing about something for an edit, because I still don't know what it is. Judy Kennedy, or Judy Kenny. Hello, how are you? I'm fine. My BFF died. Can you pray for them? Your BFF? Well, that's terrible news, but I don't know what you mean, your BFF. CW, do you like Kanye West? No, I don't. Come on. McDonald's isn't food, says Tyler Kennedy. It is of sorts. It's just, it isn't quality food, though, is it? Let's be honest. Come on. Anybody who thinks that fast food is good food needs looking at, because it simply isn't. You might like it, you might think it tastes great, but it's not good. And you shouldn't have too much of it. And too much is easy to have when it comes to fast food, because ideally you shouldn't have any. Try Steve's method. The high kettle thingy. I'm ready to put some other stuff in here now. This sauce is thickening up quite nicely, so that will do. I'm going to put in some mustard. Oh yeah, mustard in cheese sauce. Yes, a nice big spoonful of the stuff as well. And as always, didn't mean to do all that. Just swell my teeth out ready for falling out. Why you mention it, says Diane Daly. Oh, best friends forever. Eh? Sorry, oh, hang on 1 second, 1 second. That's high enough, surely. Any higher, you're risking injury to somebody, aren't you? Do you like KFC? Well, I like chicken, but I'd rather just cook chicken myself. What's difficult about it? As I've shown you, you buy chicken thighs, chicken legs. Just bung them in the oven. Bung them in the oven and just leave them there. They cook themselves. Right, putting some, oh gosh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm dropping his bag inside the sauce there. Do you drive a car? Yes, I do. Yeah. Did your senior mustard pick up that freebie? We didn't, because we couldn't get it going, and need to go back. Need to go back with a starter motor. a starter motor and a priming bulb thing to pump the diesel through. Big pieces of cheese, just chucking them straight in there. Because they will melt anyway, won't they? So I'm looking at nearly a whole block of cheese here actually. Gosh, cheese is good. Isn't it? Isn't cheese brilliant? While you mention it, Diane Daly. I love apple juice. Helen Masanta. Love the fish in the background. Thank you. Most people can make a better burger than McDonald's. Much cheaper. Yeah. When we say most people, most people could do if they really wanted to, I suppose. Why you cook so late? Asks James. It's just the time. I've not had the opportunity to do it any earlier on. Lena Crapon says hello. Hello. Can you take one sock off slowly? Asks Don. Oh, is that who was that? Who was that footman? Is that what you're referring to? Boaty's footman. Hi, I'm new. Says odd 134. That's interesting. And welcome. Simon, I am in a live stream. Now, Mighty Cat Mods, can you do that thing again where you put a piece of cheese firmly on the counter and say cheese? Well, just put it in there now. Did you really like that? Another one asking why I'm cooking so late. Well, you just basically cook when you're ready, don't you? That's all I am doing right now. Steve Perry's saying, I've fitted a high torque starter motor to my Rover P5B at the weekend. Whirs over lovely. Well, not many people are going to be interested in car talk on this live stream, but it's not going to stop me. You see the car that I'm supposed to be picking up, it turns over, but really, really rather slowly, really slowly, even with a good battery on. Even with a battery, then with a jump pack as well, it's doing this whoa, 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 like a distant Alsatian trying to get his leg over. It just doesn't really sound right. So I think it's the starter motor sapping all the power, but not producing enough spin to do anything with it. Sound like right? Sound like the right kind of thing, Neil? What do you reckon? Neil, the Gibbinator, is our resident car man. Right, what's the best recipe you made? Asks Helen. I don't know. I don't have recipes. I just cook. I just cook what I think will work. Most of the time it does. You're not Boaty's phantom foot fetish, are you? It fit battery, yank it out of the bush and now start it. Hello, Captain Mustard. How are you, sir? Asks Dan Peters. I'm super fine. Could be a badder, says Mighty Cat Mods. How's the cup of tea? I'll go and get it in a second. What's the best curry you've ever had? And did you make it at home? Well, I don't know actually. The ones from Istanbul are just super duper good, and they're very very difficult to better. But the one I did do the other day, it was. I didn't film it, didn't video it, didn't do any of that sort of stuff, but it was really rather excellent. A picture doesn't really show it off, does it? I can show you, I can get the pot out, show you, but you can't tell, can you?
I wish I had some more.
What are you doing?
Going to bed.
Right, okay. Could be a bad earth, but you want to get it out in a hurry, fit a new primer bulb, and it will go eventually, but not at that speed. It needs to turn over a lot more quickly than what it's doing there. Yeah, of what? Here you go. Does it tow it start? Give us 10 push-ups, brother. Sorry, I'm having the floor swept from underneath me. Do you want me to do it? Right, okay. There we go. I was very tempted to order an Indian takeaway tonight, as I wanted a nice curry until I saw the price. Yeah, a pull start will be fine. Well, the other issue with that car is the rear brakes are a bit seized on, and it's on a road. It's not like it's in someone's farmyard or something. So I really want it to start by itself, rather than drag it off down the road and then suddenly it's my car and it still won't go. That was my concern. Inflation, says Tyler Kennedy, and what I'm going to say now is cup of tea, which is doing the brew over there. This time, no squeezy, just pull the bag out of the cup and then drop in some milky, which as it goes, I'm probably going to have to put a bit more milk in that because the sauce has gone really thick now. It's supposed to be a bit thick, but that might be just a bit over the top. Oh, I squeezed it anyway, didn't I? Silly. Right. Will it be any different to the last cup of tea? Well, for a start, it will be warmer because it's just come out of the kettle only a few minutes ago. Tastes the same to me. Okay. Yeah, need a bit more milk in this, I think. Which is good because we'll get a nice coverage over the whole dish. Rather than, well, I've made this before and it doesn't look like such a big dish, but it's quite difficult to completely cover that. Somebody would say, oh, you should cook the cauliflower first, but I'm going to say, no, why bother? It's going to get cooked in the oven. It's going to be in the oven for about an hour, so there's not really any need, is there? Stir the bag, then you've given me instructions on how to make a cup of tea. I've never thought that would be necessary. Eve, almost beer o'clock, says General Cheeseburger. Isn't it so? How's your finger? No, it's not my finger, it's my thumb. So I don't know what you've heard about that, but my thumb does hurt, almost like I've almost broken it on a brake caliper yesterday. I know there's a diary update thing from Boaty that tells you quite a bit about that, but I haven't seen it. What's your favourite tea brand? I can't remember what they're called, but I have had some that are really, really good. And I could tell the difference with, but I haven't got any left. So just, oh yeah, M&S tea. A bit of tea bagging. Attention, General Cheeseburger has entered. How cheesy. Takeaways have good, stingy. I've got stingy with portions and the amount of meat, etc. over the years. Rarely bother these days. Nice to see it's not named in your honour, but if you want to assume that's what it is, yeah, go ahead. Why not? Go ahead. You enjoy yourself. Let's go and get some more milk for the sauce. For the saucepan. Do you think there's anything else that needs to go in here? Well, let's go through what we have so far. Cheese sauce made with onions, butter, bit of olive oil, garlic, mustard, and of course, cheese. Well, flour and milk. That's it. That's it so far. Oh, black pepper as well. Condiment-wise, black pepper and mustard. Does it want something else? I'm going to say yes, it does. Just a little bit of something else. I'm going to give you the opportunity to try and guess what that one other thing might be before I bung it in. Who wants to have a go? So it's a game, it's a quiz. You'll enjoy it. Salt. No, there's enough salt in the cheese, I would say. Ginger goes with everything. Yep. Fart, says Michael Wheat. Did you sit on your thumb? Back again, says Diane Hook. Hello. Black pepper's already in there. Cat food. Oh, that's a rather good one, actually. Pepper, that's already in there. Quavers. No, definitely not quavers. No, the answer is cumin. Just a bit of cumin. I could be tempted to put a bit of paprika in as well, which is just more crap. There you go, that'll do. That's a lot. I used to put a bit garam masala in cheese sauce, but I haven't got any garam masala, and I don't think the bit you really want is actually the cumin rather than anything else. And again, it's not a lot, it's just a bit. Let's see what else has turned up. Turmeric, no, parsley. Parsley wouldn't be too bad, but no. Just joined what you're making, says Ken's Levy 123, Ken's Levy Logs. Cauliflower cheese. I was going to say cube, says Michael Wheat. Cube. No. My ginger tastes like cat food. This sauce looks a bit like custard at the moment. Lumpy custard. Yeah, it's lumpy because it's still got cheese melting inside. But I'm almost ready to bung it on top of the cauliflower, and then put some bacon on the top as well. Is it cumin or... Oh, I see. There's a joke for you. Domingo says Kelvin Hernandez. Yeah. My ginger brings all of the boys to the yard. I see. Don't think I could. Cinnamon says Dino Dad. No, it was cumin. I'm going to put. I don't think cinnamon would really work in it. Ginger was also kind of a bit of a distraction of taste somewhat. Oh gosh, somebody's unliked my live stream now. How sad. I've only got 10. I've only got 10 likes after all this time, an hour and 10 minutes, and only 10 likes. Oh no. I do feel sorry for myself. And then I have 11, but now I've only got 10. How dreadful. Will it really make any difference? Probably not. No. Kenzie Blogs 123. That's how I pronounce it. Okay, that's good. Kenzie Blogs 123. That's helpful. You see, there's so many names that some of them are brilliant, and I know exactly how they're supposed to be said, but yours I couldn't quite tell. And that Kenzie Blogs 123. That really does help. Bit of GBH. I just gave you one, says Michael. What? Oh right. Oh, thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much. From my cheesy answers, Andrew Buttigieg, does ginger go with Professor? The Professor, Skipper, or Gilligan? You're welcome, says Kenzie Blogs. As I read it out a couple of times there. Girl Dad cooking up deliciousness. I like, thank you. Got to go now. Okay, Dino Dad, have a nice day at work. I guess that's where you're off to, isn't it? So, this is going to go on there in a minute. I'm going to put the bacon on it, and then it's going to go in the oven. And then, really, I could end the live stream, or I could just keep it going. We could just have a chat. Anybody just want to have a chat? If you do, I'll just hang on. Nicole Hurd says, I don't like you. Well, that's fine. I don't really mind, actually. I don't expect everyone to like me. And I don't expect everyone to tell me that they do. I'd be rather surprised if everybody didn't know. Ginger goes like a fiddler's elbow. I'll give you one, but you didn't feel it, says Tyler Kennedy. Just subscribe, says Kenzie Blogs. Thank you very, very much. That's wonderful. Hello, beautiful, says Shalab ibn Malik. How are you? Fine. So, everyone ready for the end of America? We're always ready for the end of America, aren't we? Cheery dinosaur dad, a lot cooler today. And ZZZZ. Who's Mike Hawk? I don't know. Thank you. YW. Kenzie Blogs. You're welcome. Right, okay, I've got that. Thank you very much. Hi, says Jose Lucas. And hello from India, Priya Thakur. Hello to you as well. Oh, blimey. Blimey, Blogsy Blumby Jambar. I like knowing that some people are subscribed to my YouTube channel. Makes it all worthwhile. And don't forget, if anybody's interested, I do have another YouTube channel where I make some proper videos on as well. But that's not cooking, it's cars. And that's another one as well, another one. Kayla edits. And nobody's answered the question. What's this thing? Something, name a car for an edit thing. Can anybody answer that for me? Because I genuinely haven't got a clue what it's supposed to mean, but it keeps popping up. Cauliflower cheese, Prior. And you're about to see it being, basically prepared, ready for the oven. So there's our cheesy sauce there, and it's just tip it in the middle and it'll work its way around the edges. No need to really worry about trying to distribute it evenly, because it will just figure itself out. It really will. It's sauce, isn't it? Well, see, there's a couple of bits of cheese that haven't properly melted there as well. That wasn't the plan. Now, this will be very, very nice, but for anyone that isn't a vegetarian, I can make it even nicer still with the application of bacon. Yes, bacon on the cauliflower cheese. It's going to happen. I've got to get it out of the fridge though. Straight after I bung this in the sun. Next question then is, right, I put some bacon in, but how much bacon do you want? Do you put the whole packet in? Not really, no. The bacon is, I mean, somebody says, you know, the other ingredient that should be put in this is possibly salt. But don't forget, cheese has plenty of salt in it, and so does the butter, and so does bacon. So we don't really need any more salt at all. But how many slices, how many rashers of bacon? Do they just bung straight on or cut them up? Well, these questions, oh, I forgot the eggs. Oh, I don't believe it. I've ruined it. Well, I haven't ruined it, but it's not going to be quite what I was expecting. I was going to bung a couple of eggs in there in the sauce, so that as it cooks, it kind of sets. But that's not going to happen now. Never mind. But it's not ruined. It's not going to become something I don't want to eat suddenly. It's just going to be something that isn't that different to how I've made it before, which is a bit of a shame, but it doesn't matter. Let's see who else is chatting away here. Hi from Texas. Oh, jolly good. And Priors in India. That's nice to know. That's wonderful. But so many people around the world watching this. That's always pleases me. Michael Wheat is Texas. That looks good. It will be good. Do you only ever cook food that makes you fart? No, well, it doesn't really make me fart, to be honest. No, it doesn't. No, it's fine. I don't really have a farting problem. General Cheeseburger, stop. Didn't say that. Maybe you should do a show where you can fix cars, or you could call it Shed and Buried, says Tyler. Nice, slice and dice, says Rob Shaw. We're possibly referring to the bacon there. And Sankyoke, do you believe king cobras are real, or are they a work of fiction? King cobras. Isn't that a beer? Chloe Harrison says, I love your videos. Thank you very much. Hazem, how are you today? I'm fine. Andrew Buttigieg, Tyler Mustard does have a fixing car channel. Galray Singh, hello everyone. I am a soldier boy. I'm in Soldier Boy. Yeah, referring to the bacon. Ah, right. Okay, yes, and yes, says Chloe. Thank you very much. You know, it does please me. It pleases me immensely. If anybody likes what I do, it just... Tyler Kennedy again, birds aren't real. That was brilliant, that one, the other day, actually. I did find that. Was it you that said that about birds being... well, basically robots. I love the smell of bacon. Right, so. Oh, do you know what? I really am getting behind myself here. I haven't even put the oven on. It's not going to matter too much about preheating it. Not much fat on this bacon actually, which isn't really. I don't mind there being plenty of fat on the bacon. Because once you cook it, it all starts to disintegrate anyway. I haven't done a very good job of mixing that up, I'm afraid. Just one big fat piece of bacon in the middle there. Should I have a bit more, or should I just leave it at that? I'm kind of tempted to just put another slice on, just to fill in those gaps there. Because I was very clumsy about the way I did that then. The trouble is, it sort of sticks to your fingers quite a bit as you do it. There, that would be. There, that's going to be perfect. Now, when dealing with raw meat, although it's smoked, it's still important to wash your hands. So I'm going to do exactly that right now. You have to forgive me. I'll turn this around so you can watch me wash my hands if you like. There is stuff in the sink to wash up, but I'm not going to do it yet. Would that work? I mean, could it do? You know, a cooking channel. No wonder the idea of that would work, because everybody eats food, and that's why I got thinking about I should do it. You know, and just apply the same kind of approach to doing this as to what I do with my other channel. What about with cooking? Yeah, that would work. What about washing up? You know, how many people would watch somebody just washing up? What if the channel was quite simply washing up, not talking, not doing anything else, just observing somebody with their hands in the sink getting things clean? Let me know if you would watch that, because I'm not going to make it, but I'm just rather curious. And Robert Joe's back. SHGH, bro, is dodging my messages like I'm shooting in an Indian movie. Who's dodging your messages? I don't think I've seen any of your messages. If I am, I'm sorry, but I haven't seen them. And Rover Joe is back, which is always good. I like Rover Joe. Rover Joe's become a really good member of my live streams. I'm really looking forward to seeing you again soon, Joe. I really am. Yeah. Love your. Oh, hang on, we've done that one, haven't we? Yeah. Why you cook it? That's another one asking the same thing, actually. Brandon Chamberlain. It's only 10 o'clock, and this will be ready at 11, so I could eat some of that then. That won't be too late, really. Not for me. I love the smell of bacon in the morning, says Andrew. Why do you look like Henry Coles? Why do you look like Henry Coles if shed and buried? Says Hazem or Hazem. Tyler Kennedy, like my women, how I like my meat, the good layer of fat. Yes, that's how they should be, isn't it? Washing up could be called mustard does vary. Put your hair in pigtails. Could be tempted by that. Thank you, Mike, for that suggestion. Same says Rover Joe. Hopefully we can do something soon. I still can't believe I haven't visited the yard. I can't believe it either. You're really, really letting yourself down. It's somewhere you should be. You'd enjoy it. You'd enjoy it a lot. So why don't you come down? Why don't you come down? Come on, Joe. Stop arsing about. Just come down to the yard. Are you having fun there? Okay, good. So before this goes in the oven, that's what it looks like before cooked. Does that meet your approval? Yeah. Oh, and the rest of the bacon, of course, will keep a bit longer if it goes in the fridge. So I should put it in the fridge. Oh, perhaps I should wrap it up as well. Wrap it up with a bit of cling film. Cling film, fabulous stuff. If only they could make it so that it does actually work out of the box, rather than doing like what I'm having to do here, which is just to take it out. There's another channel idea. Who would watch things being packaged or being cling filmed? That's all you get. Just seeing somebody endlessly packaging things up. I reckon there's a market for this kind of nonsense. So I believe this is what people want to see these days. They don't want to see polished TV programs or good ideas necessarily. They just want to see somebody go about their everyday life. It was like with reality television, suddenly there was a different kind of viewing experience of just watching people do ordinary things. It's all sort of made a bit more silly, really, but why was reality television so popular? I don't know, but I reckon it's led the way to bloggers becoming so successful, because it's just having a nosy in on what somebody else is doing with themselves, and for some reason the majority of people find that quite fascinating, and that's okay. Look, we've got 103 people here at the moment, so I'm going to ask some of those 103 people, why not subscribe to the channel and like this live stream? It won't do you any harm. And I'm going to scroll back up here for a little bit. We've got to Put Your Hair in Pigtails by Mike, which I can't really do. Kenzie Vlogs. Hang on. Kenzie Blogs. It's the same one, isn't it? But I might have read that differently. What state are you in? The state I'm in is a one of sobriety. I've not had a beer or anything like that, just tea. And I'm obviously avoiding the question there rather carefully and rather cleverly, because I know what you mean. What state of America? I'm not in America, but maybe you know that. Surely you can tell I'm not American. Have you ever have you ever got Scotch bonnet in your eye, asks Tyler. I haven't. No, I most definitely have not. It's from the United Kingdom. Yes. Take the shirt off and show us your saggers. Brilliant, Mike. Thank you. Jim or Cheeseburger, you've just done exactly what I did there, but you got there first because you saw it. He's in a terrible state. But which one? Well, which eye? Oh, I don't know. Take off your shirt and jump up and down, says Jamal. We're going to be getting into the territory of paying me for this. When you start flinging some money into the pot, and then I'll start doing stuff like that. Yeah, right. But for the moment, I'm keeping the shirt on. To be fair, it's not that much of a drive, really. Straight down the M62 for me. It's true. Yeah, it's not really that far, is it? Jimil New. Aye, me captain. Your videos are awesome, and you are a very likeable, down-to-earth chap, says Steve Perry. And that's a heartwarming thing to read. Thank you very much, Steve. And of course, we will meet each other next month, won't we? Along with many of the other people that we know in the internet land, that most of we are looking forward to meeting, and maybe just one or two here and there that you'd rather not do. I don't know. Maybe like me, maybe everybody is kind of your friend. Thank you, Barry. Sackers. Thank you, James. And obviously, I'm not going to do that. Are you gay or bisexual? Asks Mike Oxlong. Well, the answer is I am definitely exceedingly gay. I'm just not homosexual. I'm just a very gay and wantonly happy man.
That's how we all should be. So thank you. Can you beatbox? Asks John the Animator 984. No, I have never ever tried to beatbox. That's one of those I would say trend, a fashion, a music fashion that has never ever appealed to me. So I've never tried. I was about to ask you if he was gay, to be honest, says Brad. This is unusual. Am I really coming across as a bit camp or something? Because I always think I'm a very uncamp person. There's no way this guy is straight. Barry says, has the kilt come back from the dry cleaners yet? He's in Ohio. So you're not doing an overnight in the caravan with Boaty live? Definitely not. No, I'd rather do it by myself. Mustard does the full Monty. This is... You're going to give me a reputation which I don't deserve if you're not careful here. You know that, don't you? Henry Koloff Wish. Honestly, is Henry Cole more desirable than me? That's not fair. Umu Mexico. That's Abril XD. Umu or UWU Mexico. Crack cases will be about at Pride of Longbridge. Hello, Mike. Hello. Jack's gentle and kindly. How old are you? That's the kind of question that's not particularly exciting. How old am I? I'm going to not even answer it. I'm going to let you guess. You can guess how old I am. And if you get it right, I'll tell you. Otherwise, it's not that important, is it? Do you ever play with your sagas in your free time? Asks Mike. Well, the trouble is I don't really get much free time. Sagas. Yeah, I mean, if I had plenty of free time, maybe I would do. But as I don't, it just never seems that important. Is Roland Gift going to Pride of Longbridge? Well, I believe he is. Against his will. He's been kind of he's been kind of almost guilt tripped into it by Neil, which is great. He won't enjoy it. Or he'll say he's not going to enjoy it, but then he will. He's bound to, isn't he? That was a bit unpleasant. I've gone and stuffed the tea bag, haven't I? Tea bag, tea leaves all in the bottom of the cup. Why is it so unpleasant? I've never understood that. You get to the bottom of your cup of tea bag's burst, and you have yourself a mouthful of tea. And for some reason, it's like the worst thing that's ever happened. It can't be really, can it? Right. Mustard, imagine you and Rusty Lee doing a cooking live. Rusty Lee. Now that name's familiar, but I just don't know. I can't think of who it is. Sagas and mogging. Cereal soakers. Well done, Mike, actually. You've got quite a way with your words there. Keep it up. I like it. Can you cuss at me, then apologise? Asks Mike. No, I could just... I wouldn't apologise. No, I'd just stick with it and just... I'd have to mean it. Well, I'd have to mean at least a good part of it. I wouldn't apologise. That'd be pointless, wouldn't it? Have you ever fitted an air horn to a car? Asks Dan Peters. I haven't, but I do have an air horn. And I came very close to fitting that on my car today. but now I don't really need to do. But it is going to get fitted to my other car at some point. Is a Legroom man going to Pride of Longbridge? I don't know, actually. Yeah, I really don't know. I'd like it if it did. A vibrant vocabulary, says Rover Joe. Indeed. Abril XD, that looks like chicken box whistles printer. Is it chicken? Whistle printers, definitely. Box whistle printer, don't know. It's easier just to use proper words, surely. There needs to be some sort of adult lubricant, and some description with all this text talk. Yeah, I agree, really. I can't, we can all understand it a bit, but the difference is that when you have to read something over and over a couple of times and get it wrong to start with, because you've got to actually make sense of it, rather than when you use proper words in proper sentences, you don't have to think about it. It just comes out. And if you read it, if it's written down correctly, you don't even have to do anything other than read it out, because it will read out as it's supposed to be. Are you legally allowed to take off your shirt at a beach? Yes, I reckon I am. I don't tend to do though. He has 8 horns on one car. I do, Joe. I do. Although I'm a bit disappointed because they don't seem to be as loud as they used to be. I've got a feeling having that many horns on one go just drains so much power out of the battery that it's actually louder to just have 2. It's just a bit more dissonant with having so many tones that are close to each other, but they become a bit more jarring and horrible. Because it does sound quite horrible. But yeah, I've mentioned this before, that when I press the horn in my car, if the lights are on, the lights dim. That's how much power they're pulling. Andrew, how about Bolt's Poddering Loop? He's not doing a very good job of marketing that. Are you in the kitchen? Asks April. Yes, I am. Or are you? Mustard has the horn. Barry, oh, that sounds very good. Can I purchase it from the local chemist, or is it only available online? Asking for a friend. It's always very, very nice to ask for a friend, isn't it? It's a very good idea. Right, so finally, actually at the end of the comments, got to the end of the comments. That can be a sign that it's time to go and do something else for a while, like edit a video. But should I? Or should I just hang on for a bit longer? Will you talk to the fishes? Talk to the fishes. Yeah, look at that. They're following my finger around. I want that finger, they're saying. They don't understand though that I'm on the outside of the glass and there's nothing I can give to them from this side of the glass. It has to come up to the top. And look, if you put your hand up there, it goes to the top as well. Can you undo your hair and take off your shirt? Asks Mike Oxlong. Yes, I can. Now, how much do you want me to do it though? That's the thing. How much? Because I'm just a man. I can't be bored. But you'd have to really be flinging the proper price at me to do that, if that's what you really want. Have you got any pregnancy tests for them fish? Pregnancy tests for the fish? No. Well, are you suggesting that some of them could be about to spawn out a whole load of little fishes? Do tell me, because I'm quite interested in that. That'll be after a 24-hour fish stream. Yes, that would be easy, wouldn't it? What could happen with that? What could happen? it wouldn't really work with a 24-hour fish stream, because in order not to have the glass covered in algae, you've got to switch the light off and just have it on in the evenings so you can observe them and well, just enjoy the way they move around. But if you leave the light on all that time, then the glass will just go green, and that won't be very nice, because at some point you won't be able to see through it any longer. But yeah, I'd imagine some people might like that. Not those that want to listen to the radio though. Fish fingers and custard. Joe, they're in a tank, not a stream. I think he's available on Boaty's live stream at 11 tonight. There's a point. That will be coming up in another half an hour for those that do enjoy their live streams, which is on Boaty's World. Can you do a 24-hour stream with someone following you around all day, even when you go into the bathroom? Can I? Yes, I could. But again, whether I could do and whether I would do are two different things. And so they're two different things with two different answers. One of them's yes and the other is no. What's your favourite, Tyler Kennedy? Can you name the smallest fish? Penny Winkle, my nickname, says Steve Perry. Well, we have to identify the smallest fish, and that is quite possibly that there's a little rummy nose there. It doesn't want to get any bigger. Whereas the other ones that are quite small will get significantly bigger. That one's kind of stuck at about that long, which in a tank that size means that actually it's a big world out there for it, isn't it? So what's it called then? Penny Winkle. Yeah, okay, I'll call it Penny Winkle from now on. Who? Doctor Who. Is that Boaty fellow doing a live stream this evening? He does one. He does them very regular, 11 o'clock throughout the week. Doctor Who reference. Who's your man crush Monday? Unfortunately, I'm a bit busy this evening. Thanks for the live stream. I'm off to bed as I have work. Now, hang on. I'm probably thinking of going as well. MCM. Captain, do you want a waterbed? Did you? No, rummy nose. Rummy nose tetra. Rummy nose. They're called a rummy nose. They've got like a red face, like they've been dipping it in ketchup. Maybe they should be called a ketchup nose instead. That'd make more sense, wouldn't it? This wouldn't sound as good though. So where was we up to? No, I don't own a waterbed. I would be a bit afraid of it bursting at some point. Right, so I think that probably is my cue to leave. Otherwise, what's going to happen is we'll probably hit another one of those waves of lots and lots of people turning up, and then I won't want to go because I like to serve to a degree. I like to serve the people who are watching. I like them to be happy to be watching, and there are currently only 17 people watching right now. So that means if I go right now, I am not letting a lot of people down. So all I've got to say is thank you very, very much for joining me tonight and for liking the live stream and for subscribing, etc. I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye-bye.